Shows World. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Emio the Smiling Man, Famicom Detective Club. We are jumping into Chapter 5 today. I do want to thank you guys for joining me on this investigation as we try and solve this murder. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. If you're enjoying the video, hit that like button. I will include the link to the first video in this series at the end of the video, but let's jump in here and let's get Chapter 5 going. All right, let's resume investigation. Chapter 5, the paper bag. All right, so we need to load this one up. And I don't think we need to review the plot. All right, so here we are outside of, I think we're heading for the library. Let's go ahead and think, get caught up. I hope I find a useful book. Yes, we are heading to the library. The boy detective seems to be deep in thought. Hey, boy detective. Huh? Is that? Detective Kamihara, what are you doing here? Huh? Detective Kuze had requested your presence. Really? Me? I'm afraid I'm going to need you to come with me. Okay, I understand. Uh-oh. She might have known that we were talking to her mom and that stuff, so she'd probably be mad. Wow, didn't that feel like we were in a TV show? I played the hard-boiled detective part perfectly. I guess. Anyway. I think I could be an actor if this whole detective thing doesn't work out, right? I'm a handsome devil. Maybe I shouldn't say that about myself, but I just did. Maybe you should be more concerned about the whole detective thing working out. Hey, what's up with you anyway, boy detective? Are you tired or something? Oh, no, nothing like that. I was just thinking about how energetic you always are. Right, that's me. Come on, get in. Let's go. Alright, so we're going to go talk to Kuze. We gotta move. Detective Kuze is waiting for you. What does Detective Kuze want with me anyway? Well... nothing worth mentioning. Running errands for Kuze. To be honest, she didn't even tell me what this is about. Oh, really? So, just to warn you, Kuze did not seem like she was in a particularly great mood. Oh, does that sound familiar? I guess she's usually not in a great mood. Detective Kuze shouldn't have known that I went to see her childhood home and her grandmother. Oh, yeah, it was her grandmother, not her mom. Her mom passed away. You've got a weird look on your face. What did you do? Am I gonna tell him? Sure, now put on the poker face. She must know something. The car appears to be heading to the police station. Alright, so it's gonna automatically go there, so I don't have to worry about that. Kamihara. What? If you really did something and she found out, I wouldn't want to be in your shoes, boy detective. I'm shaking just thinking about it. Well, that makes me feel better. Can it really be that bad? Don't be too nervous. Okay, so we're good there. You're looking a little pale, boy detective. Well, I'm not even gonna ask, but I bet you're nervous to have the mighty Detective Kuze call you in like this. Yeah, I know that feeling you have right now. She could be just the tiniest bit harsh. Is harsh the right word? Maybe I mean strict. Good luck. Hope you survive. Hope I survive. Ugh. Kidding, kidding, sheesh. Picture this. Tommy, go pick up Shows World. You know what happens if you don't, right? What am I supposed to say to that? Other than, okay, I'm on it. Yeah, I can imagine. Oh, so my impression was good. That's not what I meant. Anyway, good luck. Hey, I could wish you the same. I set you up for that, and you nailed it, boy detective. Nailed it right? My impression. Anyway, my flawless impression aside, finally, I have to say that Detective Kuze is at least as hard on herself as she is on everyone else. But it's also a part of why she's such a good detective. Take it from me, she's 10 times harder on me than she is on anyone else except herself. Detective Kamihara. I guess you know Detective Kuze pretty well since you're partners. Sure, I know her well. I know exactly what she's going to get mad at me about before it happens. Probably because I'm completely useless, so it's like her job to give me a hard time. Completely useless? Your words. There was this one thing she was really pissed about. I mean, that was life or death, so... Life or death, what happened? It's nothing. I'm just mumbling to myself. She's my partner, so I get why she's worried about me being a bad shot. She's in the line of fire. Nothing to worry about, boy detective. Just talking to myself. The line between detective and criminal is thinner than you might expect. Yeah. Alright, you said the same thing there. Nothing to worry about, boy detective. Just talking to myself. Okay, we're done with that. Maybe we should think real quick. I do seem to remember hearing something about some kind of mistake he made. What was it? Oh yeah, Inspector Kamada told me that Detective Kamihara is a terrible shot. You can see why Detective Kuze is so hard on him. That'd be tough to have a partner who can't shoot. What's that? Are you laughing at something? Oh, no, it's nothing. Okay, weirdo, boy detective. That was embarrassing, but I couldn't help but laugh at the memory. Alright, so let's go up to... No, we don't need to call. Ask about Kuze again. So, Detective Kuze ordered you to pick me up today, and she's always tough on herself and everyone else. Yeah, that's right. As soon as I set foot on the station, she ordered me to come get you. I didn't even get to eat breakfast. I was really hoping for coffee and a pastry. Is that supposed to be his stomach? Oh. Why did I tell you that? It's so embarrassing. Come on, it's not that funny, boy detective. There goes my stomach growling again. Perfect timing, thanks, stomach. I can't believe she'd make me do this when I'm starving and haven't had breakfast. What if Kuze could hear you say that? Why do you think she wiretapped the car? Don't tell her, please, boy detective. He is hilarious. Ugh, I'm so hungry, stupid Kuze. It's gonna be the same thing. Let's see if it... Still no breakfast in my future. Oh, there goes the stomach again. It really shouldn't be grumbling that much. Don't you dare laugh again, boy detective. Sorry, I think my stomach is done making noises for now. Alright. Don't you dare laugh again, boy detective. Okay, so we've exhausted those ones. Let's go up and ask about Kuze again. Ugh, I'm so hungry, stupid Kuze. Okay, that's the same thing. So let's think. He's going on and on. But I'll let him. He seems to enjoy talking about Detective Kuze. Alright, so I need to go back and ask about Kuze. Listen, I know I've complained about Kuze a bit, but she's got a gentle side somewhere. Is that so? Under that extremely harsh exterior? Yeah. I'm not surprised that most people think of Detective Kuze as severe. You got plans somewhere else, boy detective? I was headed to the library for research. Nuh-uh, sorry. I'd love to let you out here, but I don't think Kuze would like it, based on the look on her face. Hey, the library is pretty far. How were you planning to get getting there? I was just gonna walk, but... Walk, really? Boy detective just loves walking, is that it? Why didn't you call a cab? Surely your boss would pay for it, right? I mean, cabs are expensive. Just calling one up costs money, let alone going anywhere. Imagine having a cell phone and being too stingy to pay the bill. I thought the office would cover it, but whatever. Look, forget the phone bill, just call cabs. I thought the office... Okay. Oh, it's not letting me go back to Kuze. Speaking of calling, last time I wanted to call a cab, my cell phone battery was dead. Of course the cab came anyway. Why did that cab? Yeah, boss called and said I had a fare out waiting at this bus stop. Oh right, I almost forgot. Huh? What is it? What did you almost forget? I have to thank you, Detective Kamihara, for calling that cab for me the other day. Calling a cab for you, huh? Was it not him? Yeah, remember when I ran into you by the bus stop near the crime scene? Oh, that. Yeah, I bet you were surprised. Yes, that's it. Anyway, it was really helpful, so thank you. Well, here's another surprise. I didn't call the cab. Detective Kuze did. Really? The same Detective Kuze? Yep. See? I told you she has a soft spot. Well, how about that? You were right, Dice. What's that? Dice is your hero? Just kidding. Definitely not what I said. Anyway, I'll need to remember to thank Detective Kuze later. Detective Kuze is tough, but she can be kind. She's actually kind of a dork. She's literally clumsy. Really? She's just a complicated person like anyone else. And despite my complaints, I'm happy to have her as a partner. What are you looking for? Nothing to look for there. Let's think. Kuze and Kamihara might actually make a good team. Let's go down to Kamihara again. I'm actually blessed to be working with Kuze, really, from the bottom of my heart. Alright. Oh, by the way, how do you like riddles, boy detective? I liked him a lot, actually. Great, then get ready for the senpai quiz. Huh? Detective Kuze, my senpai, arranged a cab for the boy detective, but when did she make the arrangements? A, after I left the bus stop, or B, while we were still talking at the bus stop? The clock's running, tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. Heck, this is a tough one. I feel like it's after the bus stop, because otherwise he wouldn't know about it. Was it after you left the bus stop? Too bad. The correct answer was while we were still talking, much to my surprise. Seriously? Oh yeah, she was on the phone. So she was in the car making the call. That's all for now. Senpai quiz complete. Sorry, I only had one question for the senpai quiz. I'll have a new one ready for next time. Alright, let's think. The more I hear about the two of them, the more it sounds like Kuze and Kamihara are polar opposites. I wonder what they talk about when they're alone. Let's ask about Kuze. So, what kind of stuff do you and Kuze talk about when you're, like, on a stakeout? Oh, you really want to know? What? Yeah, of course. Do I? I was just making conversation. Yeah, prove it. How badly do you want to know? Well, now that you're acting like I really want to know, kinda. Alright, alright. I suppose I have no choice but to spill my guts to the boy detective. So, what we actually talk about is... Gulp. None of your freaking business. What? Wow. Now I'm actually dying to hear what they talk about. Come on, boy detective. Surely you know you've got to butter someone up to extract their secrets. Sorry, ask all you want, but I'm keeping my secret. Sorry. Okay, so you're saying observations. Actually, it's... Got you again. You really thought I was going to say, it's still a secret. Alright, let's think. This is some odd detective work, but I guess I need to butter him up. This is the job I signed up for, so here goes nothing. So let's... Kaya! If it isn't the most handsome detective on the force, Dice Kimihara. Whoa, what? Ah, thought I'd get a better reaction than that. Oh, you're messing with me, aren't you, boy detective? Hey, I'll take it. I am handsome. Is it really that easy? Well, since you're so nice, I suppose I'll bestow my infinite wisdom upon you. No, that's enough. Well, at least I got him talking somehow. Sheesh. Most handsome detective on the force, huh? But is it true? Am I really that handsome? He is loving this. Let's ask about Kuze. Detective Kuze and I usually just stick to talking about ongoing cases and investigations. But hey, we do chit-chat every now and then. I'm trying to imagine a casual conversation with Detective Kuze. Yeah, right. You're wondering what Kuze and I talk about when we shoot the breeze? I don't know. Usually it's, don't be late again, and you drink too much, and don't bring your gun, Kami. That sort of stuff. Would we call that chatting or scolding? Is there anything else? I guess Detective Kuze's small talk isn't really that small. It's pretty serious, usually. But you can always leave it to me, Dice, to lighten the mood of any conversation. Oh, how would you do that? Oh, it's easy. I'll be like, that place has great coffee, or this is the candy I loved as a kid, and so on. I have a hard time believing that these topics work to lighten up Detective Kuze. So, Detective Kuze likes that kind of small talk? Oh, sure, and she loves snacks. Not just talking about them, but eating them. She even's been like, well, if it's good, why don't you go buy me some right now? So, of course, I gotta do it, right? Wouldn't you? She's got him wrapped around her finger, but I bet he welcomes a break from her intensity. If Detective Kuze asks, I'd jump up and go seek out her favorite candy right now. Alright, said the same thing. Aw, man. Talking about food just made me all hungry again. Alright, so it's saying the same thing, so let's think again. Well, it was kind of fun, so whatever. Oh, now we can travel. The car appears to be heading into the police station. Oh, no, it's still heading to the police station, so there must be more I have to ask him. If Detective Kuze asks, yeah, he already said that. Oh, man. Made him hungry again. Still saying the same thing there. What about observations? Oh, this is so cool. So the other day, I bought some candy, and there was a prize inside. Detective Kuze was there. So, you know I'm not making it up. I was like, huh? Can I get another? Wow, he's like a child. I know what you're thinking. Yeah, I was happy to get a prize as a child, and I'm happy to get one now. Also, I'm pretty sure Kuze was obsessed with the same sweets when she was a little girl. Oh, it's nice to hear that she's got a more human side to her. Also, if they were both talking about their childhood, I wonder what kind of things they discussed from when they were little. Maybe he even heard something about Mikado. Detective Kamihara, do you know anything about Kuze's brother? He's been missing for 18 years. What? Oh. Detective. No, he's not talking. That question seems to have shaken him up. Actually, you know what? One time Kuze and I talked about what we wanted to be when we grew up, like when we were kids. Of course, she turned out to be an absolutely lethal detective. I'm kidding. But her answer was surprising. She wanted to be a florist. Cute, right? Huh? What about you, boy detective? Did you always want to be a boy detective? Me, I've always been into cars. Really, anything with wheels that drives fast. I wanted to be a driver. That's why I have licenses for literally everything now. You know, cars, commercial trucks, motorcycles. I even have my marine license. I see. Motorcycle license. Oops, here we are. Police station. Alright, let's see if we're going to get yelled at by Kuze. Well, here we are. Detective Kuze is waiting in the room at the end of the hallway there. Great, thank you. Don't worry, she doesn't bite, usually. Good luck, boy detective. See ya. Yeah, see ya. Alright, here we go. Dang, he left before I could ask a follow-up question about motorcycles. And I didn't get an answer about Mikado. But that look he gave me when I asked, it tells me something. I guess I also failed to ask about Aisuke's case, even though we spent all that time together. But he said before that he couldn't really talk about the investigation. That makes sense. So he probably wouldn't have told me much anyway. Well, let's go see Detective Kuze. Alright. Pardon me. Come on in. Hello, Detective Kuze. Hello. Sorry to call you out of the blue. She seems more tense than ever. No, it's okay. I hope you don't mind if I start with a few questions. What are you snooping around for, anyway? Huh? So you know that I went to Yakariko Village. Okay, I'll explain. Let me ask you first. Your brother Makoto has been missing for 18 years, is that right? And around that time, there was a series of murders of young girls, which could be related to Aisuke's case. That's why I went to see your grandmother. I knew it. I know it was a bit sneaky. I apologize. No, I don't blame you. You're just doing your job. I feel bad for putting that kind of burden on your grandmother. I'm really sorry about that. Listen, my grandmother said that she was happy to talk to you. Oh, that's great to hear. One thing I was wondering, how did you find out where my grandmother lives now? Oh, well, the first place I went was your childhood home. A childhood home? Right, and I met a neighbor, Mr. Tayama, who was very helpful. He told me that she had moved to the Relax Yakariko Village retirement home. Ah, good old Mr. Tayama. That's all I wanted to ask. Sorry for the trouble. Thank you. That's it? Yeah. Alright, let's think. I thought she was going to ask how I found her childhood home. Why didn't she ask about that? Oh, right. She must have remembered that Mr. Itsuki has been to her house before. So she probably assumed that he told me where she lived. But... I don't think so. I haven't worked with any PIs before. I remember her denying that she ever met Mr. Itsuki. Why would she do that? Has she genuinely forgotten, or I guess I should take this opportunity to ask her about it, even though it makes me nervous. Detective Kuze, could I ask you a question? Huh? Mr. Atsugi told me where your childhood home is, so I went and checked it out. Anyway, he said that he met you 18 years ago at that location. But you, like I said before, I don't know Mr. Atsugi. That's all there is to it. She ain't talking now. Whoa, the look on Detective Kuze's face, it's like she just stiffened up. Is it just my imagination? Detective Kuze is the only one here. Feels like she's trying to keep a level head, but based on her response, I think she's lying about not remembering Mr. Atsugi's visit. So the day that Makoto disappeared, Kuze returned home alone and, according to Mr. Atsugi, she seemed terrified. There's something about that still bothers me. I don't know if she's willing to say more, but we should at least ask about Makoto. Detective? Yes? If you don't mind, I have a few questions about your brother Makoto. I do mind. What you got from my grandmother is all you're going to get. I'm not open to reminiscing. So enough about me and my brother. Got it? Yes. I figured, but it was worth a shot. What to do, what to do? She doesn't seem like she's in the mood to answer any questions. I might have to leave without any of the answers I need. I should probably get going. Sorry, but I thought of one more question for you. Yes? Did you find any useful information about the Sasaki case? Why? Is the investigation not going well on your side? Sorry, it's confidential. I can't say anything more. I suppose. So I understand that it doesn't seem fair, but it might help if you shared anything you found with me. I suppose part of our job is helping the police. Well, one of my colleagues is researching more about Isuke's history and relationships right now. And as for my findings, I have an eyewitness who saw a motorcycle parked near the crime scene on the night of the murder. Really? A motorcycle? Are the police aware of the motorcycle? No, first I'm hearing of it. The eyewitness account places it about an hour after the estimated time of death, so possibly relevant. Or irrelevant, I should say. Where did you get this information? I talked to the cab driver at the scene. He was the eyewitness. He said that lots of riders stopped to go. He said that lots of riders park on the side of the road at night for reasons. Got it, thanks. Of course, I hope it's helpful. Be sure to pass that info along. Alright, she's saying that let's go back to thinking. I never did thank her for calling the cab. I didn't realize the police didn't know about the motorcycle. I bet they'll question the cabbie now. Oh, I've got an idea. I could try thanking her for calling the cab for me. Here we go. Hey, so... Yes? You're the one who called the cab for me, aren't you? How did you know? Well, I just wanted to say thanks. It was a big help. It was nothing. Don't thank me. Huh? So that's it, huh? No other info? In that case, let's both get back to work. Right. Detective Kuze's mood seems to have changed. Right. She looks kind of uneasy, almost like she's embarrassed about something. I know she's got a scary reputation, but I think Detective Kamihara is right. Deep down, she's a vulnerable, awkward person like the rest of us. Hey partner, I got the results from the forensics on that paper bag. Oh? Inspector Kamada gave me special permission to see the results of the forensics analysis on the paper bag. Ooh, there it is. Creepy looking. This is the actual bag that was found on Isuke. It's even creepier to see in real life. Let's get started, shall we? Of course, I'll get straight to the results of the analysis. The bag in question is clearly old, but after running a detailed scan, we can confirm that the material is a perfect match with the paper bags found in the serial girl murders. Oh? What? But does that mean? Are we dealing with the same killer from 18 years ago? It seems likely that some of the same people would be involved. I think you're right. Well, it sounds like we need to officially open those cases. Sir, before you continue, I have one additional finding to share. The paper bag found on Isuke, we can confirm the same type as the ones found on the second and third victims 18 years ago. However, the paper bag found on the very first victim 18 years ago doesn't match any of the other bags. Ooh, that's interesting. Oh. How can you be sure? Well, not all paper bags are made the same way, believe it or not. Each manufacturer uses a different formula. The variations can be quite substantial. Thank you for the report. Are you ready to share the results with the whole department? Yes, sir. As for you, I apologize, but I'll need you to wait here for a moment. We have an important meeting. I understand. Alright, I'm just stuck in here by myself waiting. So it turned out that the forensic analysis of the paper bag revealed a new clue. And Inspector Kamada is meeting with his team to review the findings. It might take a while. Why don't I review my notes and the new information I've learned? Alright, well, let's do that. Okay, let's get to it. Based on forensic evidence, the case from 18 years ago and the current cases are very likely to be connected. The two cases are very likely to be connected. Right, because the paper bags match. There's a good chance the cases are connected. We also know that the paper bag in the first murder doesn't match the others. That means the first victim might have been killed by someone else. The killer might have had different types of paper bags. The first victim might have been killed by someone else. Perhaps Yakazume's father killed her, and the other cases were copycat killings. Of course, that's just one of countless possibilities. I think that's about all that I could deduce for now. Although, I should say, it was really fortunate to hear the forensic report on the paper bag. I've got to thank Inspector Kamada. And it's fascinating that different paper bag manufacturers all make paper bags differently. Who knew paper bags could be interesting? Anyway, I don't think Kamada, Kuze, or Kamihara is likely to be back anytime soon. I wonder what Mr. Itsugi is looking into. Let's call him and find out. Oh, I should let Mr. Itsugi know about the forensics results on the paper bags. Ah, it's you. What's up? We just got the report from forensics about the paper bag found on Isuke's head. Apparently, it's a perfect match for the ones found on the second and third serial girl murder victims. Oh, and what about the first case? Not a match there? That's right, the bag from the first murder was different. I see. This could be significant. Great work. Keep up the investigation. Thank you. I will. It seems like they're still in discussions. I think it's a good idea to continue reviewing what Kamihara and Kuze have told me. Alright, we'll go back to review. I should take some time to organize my thoughts and findings from today. When Kamihara is alone with Kuze, and they're not talking about an active case, instead, they sometimes have friendly chats. For example, they talk about candy, and yeah, that's what they talk about. They talk about candy that they loved when they were little kids. Since they've Since they've been known to talk about their childhoods, maybe they've talked about Makoto. He seemed to brush me off when I asked about it, though. But what did I learn is Kamihara is licensed to drive cars, commercials, vehicles, boats, and we know the answer to this one, motorcycles. Kamihara is licensed to drive cars, commercial vehicles, boats, and motorcycles. Oh, that's right. Kamihara is licensed to drive motorcycles. But aren't all police officers licensed to ride motorcycles? That was my impression. I wonder if there's anything I can deduce from my conversation with Detective Kuze. Uh-oh. World, I'm sorry for keeping you waiting. So, have you decided on a plan? Yes, we're going to proceed based on a new hypothesis, but unfortunately, I can't share it with you at this time. I apologize for the tough circumstances. It's okay, I understand. This case is anything but straightforward, and it can be tough to accept guidance from HQ. Anyway, that's the big part of why we need your help. We're counting on you. Yes, sir, I'll do my best. I need to get back to HQ now. Apologies again for keeping you waiting. Oh, and I know Kuze called you here, but she and Kamihara are already both back in the field. I see, that's okay. It was very helpful to talk to both of them. I suppose I should get going. Of course, be careful out there, and see you soon. Sorry, there's one last thing. Huh? There's someone I'd like you to look into. A certain man. A certain man? Same day, 2:21 p.m. The Sanin region. I'm here in the Sanin region. There's someone here who may hold the key to this case. Interesting. Why are you digging into this ancient history, huh? You some kind of reporter or something? Wait, you're that guy from the magazine, right? No, I'm just a curious person. Sure, about that. You strike me as some kind of reporter or journalist. Oh, I'm Mitsuki right now. I didn't notice that at first. Haha. No, I assure you, I'm just an amateur with too much time on his hands. Fair enough, I'll stop prying. Anyway, it's no problem, but thanks for chatting. I'll be on my way now. Hope you write a good article. Just kidding. So the day after the forensics reporters on the bag was completed, the police released some details of the public about the murder of Aisuke Sasaki. However, while they mentioned that he was found with a bag on his head, they didn't mention the smiley face. I'm sure that detail was too lurid for the general public, but still. It seems the urban legend of a smiling paper bag wearing murderer is roaring back to life. People are talking about Emio, the smiling man, at water coolers all around the city. 3 days later. This is a long chapter. I guess we haven't been playing that long, but going through a lot of days. It's been 3 days since the police released a statement. We're now seeing an impact in the city. A sensational story spreads like wildfire, doesn't it? Maybe I should just shout for the smiling man himself. Who knows? Maybe he'd show up. Just kidding. Alright, I think I need to look around. First of all, hit surroundings. I'm on a main street in the city center near the Usagi Detective Agency. This is a familiar place, but the city as a whole feels different these past few days. Alright, so let's look around. Nothing of particular concern here. I've heard that all the books about urban legends have been flying off the shelves lately. It's gonna say the same thing. Man in a suit. Nothing in particular concern. Huh. Same old convenience store, regardless of the smiling man mania that's going on. It's comforting in a way. Alright. Even the pharmacy mascots are wearing paper bags. Someone's calling me. It's Ayumi. Hey Ayumi, what's wrong? There's a segment on a TV show I'm watching now about urban legends. I bet it's about the smiling man. Oh, well, I'm almost back to the office. I'll see you soon, okay? Okay, be careful. Alright, back to Utsugi Detective Agency. Hey, Ayumi, I'm back. Welcome back. Check this out. Fascinating. He's the one who supposedly wears the strange paper bag, right? The rumor going around is that he placed similar bags on the children he killed. We've put together a recreation of what those bags might have looked like for you. Let's take a look, shall we? Ooh. Wow, it's really creepy. And some of them are so small. Oh dear. Well, there's a rumor going around about a child version of the Smiling Man as well. A child? My goodness. That's the paper bag that I gave to Amiko. Of course, the etymology of the Smiling Man is fascinating as well. Sometimes known as Emio. Is that him there? That was Professor and urban legend researcher Toru Asawa. Thank you very much, Professor. That was creepy. Yeah, but I understand why people are fascinated. That must feel like the Smiling Man urban legend is coming to life with Aisuke's murder. I don't think the TV program mentioned Aisuke's case specifically. Did they mention Aisuke specifically on the talk show? Yeah, just before you got here, they said a young boy was killed in Kofuku City. I see. Yeah, so anyone who knows Aisuke would know they're talking about him. Right, well, in that case, maybe someone who knew him will come forward with some new info. Yeah. I just can't believe how much attention this case is getting. But I guess the Emio legend, the Smiling Man, is pretty famous. True. But when a real person is involved, like Horisuke Sasaki, yeah, it's sad. Alright, let's think. Something about Ayumi. I'm worried about Megumi. With all this going on, everyone's talking about the Smiling Man, and she's just devastated about losing a close friend. Yeah, losing a friend. What a nightmare. I don't think there's anything there. I think we've looked at all this stuff before. Check this, see if there's any messages. It's the office phone. We got a working answering machine a few years ago. And I didn't say anything. I gotta look at it again. Yeah, it's saying the same thing. All right, let's back up. Oh, wait, I can look at the answering machine and see if there are no voicemail. Okay. She's not answering to that. Observations, no. So let's. Just when I was thinking she seemed a little off today. I wonder if all this reminds Ayumi of Yoko. When I started talking about how Megumi must feel, it seems like she must have thought about it. Maybe we shouldn't have watched that show. I want to cheer Ayumi up somehow. She probably doesn't want to talk about it. Let's open up the notebook. Guess I should probably catch up. Yeah, it's just going to review all the stuff we just did, but remember all that pretty good. The missing man. His whereabouts remain unknown. Found did not match the other ones. His disappearance wasn't a big story at the time. And this is Kusei's little brother, or older brother. Suspected connection to the serial girl murders, we know that. Hamihara, we learned that he rides motorcycles. Morimoto. The morning, okay. We haven't learned anything. I was thinking we'd learn some more new stuff about her. I learned about Asuke's death at about the same time as the students. Takagi. The paper bag found on her head did match the third victim. That was the second victim. Okay, this was the dad that died in the fire. And Tachibana lost a good friend, Yoko Kojima, in an accident that occurred in a previous case. I didn't remember that. So, I guess it's good I reviewed. Right. She probably doesn't want to talk about it. Okay, let's think. I want to cheer Ayumi up somehow. Can I use the phone? Let's see. How do you want to save real quick? All right, let's think again. I want to cheer her up somehow. Hey, Ayumi. Huh? I know we're still missing a lot of pieces, but let's put our heads together and see what we can figure out. You know, for Eisuke and for Megumi. Oh, yeah, you're right. Let's do our best for them. Great. So let's review what we've learned so far. Can you help me? Yes, of course. Before we start, Shoji, I want to say thank you. Thank me for what? We haven't even started our review yet. Give me a chance to be brilliant, okay? Alright, it's time to review. Alright, first, the cause of death in the Eisuke Sasaki case was asphyxiation it was with a cord-like object. Asphyxiation from being strangled with a cord-like object. Right. I got that one right. Eisuke was found with that had a smiley face drawn on the covering his head. Okay, this is pretty obvious from the notebook. Right. Pretty easy question so far. Additionally, there's an urban legend that strangely mirrors this case. That urban legend is known as... It's usually called Emio, the Smiling Man. Of course, the urban legend isn't the only strange similarity to this case. There were a number of similar cases 18 years ago. Those were known as... Select the keyword from your notebook. It didn't say, look, where's Ayaka? Right here. Okay, it should show it here. Yep, there we go. Serial girl murders. That's right, the serial girl murders. In the serial girl murders, there were 3 female victims that were just gonna be tough. We know. Oh, where is she? Oh, Ayaka. In serial murders, there were 3 female victims that were. Last one. Her. Dang it, I wanted to give this one. No? I'm so bad with names. Alright, we got them all. Ayaka Husuzumi, Sachiko Takagi, and Mika Inouye, all teenage girls. Around the time of the serial girl murders, there were also 2 significant missing persons. The missing persons were that one girl's dad, so... Oh no, he wasn't a missing person. He died. It was Kusei's older brother, Mikado. That one. And then the other one was the friend. Oh, I don't remember. Could be under others. Police officer, no. Cab driver, no. No. Alright, this is it. Alright. No, not right. There was a missing man and Mikoto Kusei, Detective Kusei's brother. Okay, I did that wrong, yes. Yes, that's what I meant to say. Right. Oh, sorry. Set up. Look at, she's not happy now. Regarding the victim, Isuke Sasaki, he didn't seem to have any enemies that wished to do him harm. But he did have a problem, and that problem was getting into a good high school. Yeah, his grades had slipped. That's right, his grades were slipping. Last but not least, we got the forensic report about the paper bag found on Isuke's head. That paper bag was... It did not match the first one, only the second and third. The bag matched the second and third bags found in the murders 18 years ago. There was something notable about the first paper bag found 18 years ago. It was different. It was different from the paper bags found on the other victims. That's right. The first paper bag was different, and the second and third bags matched each other. Putting all the information together, here is my thoughts after hearing the forensics report on the bag. Since the bag found on Aisuke matched the second and third bags found 18 years ago, we should assume that those cases must be connected. Yeah, I think you're right. Here's my theory about why the first paper bag doesn't match the others in the serial girl murders. The killer in the first case had to be someone else. It's possible. Interesting theory. Seems like you were a little rusty today, but you shook it off. Thanks, yeah, I'll try harder tomorrow. We did pretty good, we only got one wrong. So let's talk about where we go from here. I'd like to do some more investigation into the case of the missing man from 18 years ago. You mean the one who was seemingly badly injured? He's still missing, right? That's right. Inspector Kamada asked me to look into him. Frankly, I'm not even sure where to begin, but I know Kama is counting on me. You get to use a nickname for him now? Are you close friends with him like Mr. Itsugi is? Haha. In all seriousness, it's a tough assignment. I don't even know the man's name yet. Really? Yeah, Inspector Kamada seemed busy at the time. He asked me to come back later for more details. Oh, is there something wrong? Well, I'm sorry, but Inspector Kamada isn't in right now. He's having a hard time at the moment. Oh, he's still out? For the whole day? Yes, I'm sorry you came all this way. I haven't actually been able to catch Inspector Kamada in person since the day we got the paper bag results. I've been down to the station several times. And he wasn't there? No, I haven't seen him. And when I ask around at the station, everyone kind of shrugs. Huh, that's concerning. Yeah. Maybe he's just super busy with the investigation. Yeah, I guess I'm getting a bit antsy. I can't help him if I can't see him. Anyway, I'll give him a little space for now and use this time to get my files in order. Oh, I should make some coffee while I'm at it. Do you want some? How would you like it? Actually, I'm on my way out. Oh, could you be going to... It's not like it's a big secret. I was about to tell you before you started acting weird. The suspense is killing me. I'm going to Megumi Morimoto's house for a chat. Oh? Wait, what? If nothing else, maybe my presence can offer her a little comfort. Oh, that sounds good. Whew. Who? I'm just relieved that Megumi is feeling well enough to talk to you. Well, I'm actually going to talk to her mom first. I don't think Megumi is ready to talk yet. That makes sense. It seems like she's been struggling for a long time. I mean, I'll definitely try to check in on her as well. Anyway, I'm off. Good luck and be careful. Alright, so that finishes up chapter 6. The next chapter 5. The next chapter 6. We're going to start off in the Morimoto family home. But I do want to thank you guys for joining us on this case that we're going to try and solve here as we play through Emio the Smiling Man Detective Famicom Detective Club. I'm still really enjoying the story. I'm excited to see where it goes. I hope you guys feel the same way. If you liked the video, hit that like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. We'll see you on the next one. Shoge World, out.